Hello guys, welcome to Learn with Venky. Today we will see how to do uh, the FEA simulation of cantilever beam in Abaqus CAE. I will show you the bending stress deflection as well as the shear percent diagrams in the Abaqus CAE. For this, I did a numerical calculation for the beam profile, so which is a cantilever beam, 100 length, as well as these are the input data as force, area, length, and the Young's modulus. The stress I am getting is 480 megapascals and the deflection is 3.05 mm. So we will see the same thing in the Abaqus and we'll validate how the results are coming in Abaqus. So this is a very simple example I took to validate the results of numerical calculation as well as the Abaqus. So let's move on to Abaqus. This is the Abaqus GI. So this Abaqus can be installed from uh, the Salt official account. You can get the learning edition of this, which is limited to the 1,000 nodes. So I'm using that. You can also use it for the learning purpose. So the first thing I have to do after in getting into the GUI, so I have to get the part. So I should create or I have to import the part. So for anything here we need the geometry. Geometry is essential. So I will create a part. So default settings will be the solid, but you have to change to wire, 3D, and planar. So click on OK. Then you will get a plane orientation like this. You can change the plane orientation whatever you like. I am comfortable with this plane orientation because my axis should be the principal axis along the length. So I will click on this line. So I use these coordinates for creating the line. So I have to create a point -50 comma 0, so which is left from the origin, negative axis from the origin. Then I have to create 50 comma 0, which is positive in the x axis. So now it's fine. So it's done. My line has been created exactly from the origin. So now it's done. So I create the beam profile now. So I have to define for this beam property. So what is the material, what is the cross section? These things I have to define. Click on this material and give the material name, for example, steel, and go to this mechanical elastic. Give the Young's modulus 210 E3. It means 210 gigapascals. Then go to the Poisson ratio and enter the zero point 0.3 here. Click on OK. So now the material has been created. You can see here whatever the material we have created now came here. So now for this beam we have given the material, but for this beam we also need the profile. Click on this profile. Default it would be solid. You can change it to beam and click on beam here type. Then you can select this create beam profile option and click on the rectangle and give 5 mm, 5 mm as A and the B. Okay, profile 1 has been created. Click on OK. Then for this beam, we need to assign the section to the beam. So now just we have created the profile 1, we have to assign this to the beam. Assign section. We'll select this one. Done. And this one, section 1, what we have created just now. Click on OK. So the section is assigned to the beam. So after this, we have to click on this orientation. So we have to tell the software how the beam is oriented. In a 3D axis, it's very hard to find out the position of the beam. So we are telling to the software this is the position of the beam. Click on done. Okay. Okay. It's done. So So after assigning the orientation of the beam, you can see I got the profile, solid profile. So you may not get it because you have to change the options, part display options. You have to check this one. Default it would be like this. You have to check this. Then you will get the solid beam. So now, uh, in the property we are done. We don't need to do anything. Move on to the assembly, and again click on this part, create part instance. And click on OK. Again, you will get a similar solid structure here. Then after the property, uh, you have to go assembly. Then you have to go to the mesh. You have to keep this part as check. Then mesh. So which global size, like what length you have to give for the beam to mesh it. So in a FE, the results might change with respect to the mesh size and the length of the geometry. For for finalizing final mesh size from the geometry, like you can consider the length of the beam from the principal axis. Like now the length of the beam is 100 mm. You can consider 5% of it. It means 5 as a global size. Click on OK. Then you have to mesh it. Generate mesh. This one you have to select, mesh it. Uh, it's better to keep for time being display options as white. We will see results in the solid. So now I have created the profile part properties as well as I have also done the mesh. But we have to give the boundary condition. That is the major thing here. You have to go to step before defining the. I will also switch off here. This is date. Step you have to just go on continue here. You can okay. That's nothing to do with here. Then you have to go to the load and you have to select this create load and click on continue concentrate force. Then select this point, done, and give. We are, you can see, we are seeing that y direction is uh, the force what we are choose for this beam. So we have to give all directions 0 except the y direction 100 Newton. So here also 0. So when you click on OK, you can see the symbol force at the tip. Now I have to fix this. So it should not move. The cantilever beam have fixed end. Then on continue and select this point. Done. Click on this last option U1, U2, U3, UR3 is equal to. That means the translation and the rotation in all directions are arrested. You can see this option. So now the machine is done, the boundary conditions are also given. So we are left with the solving. Before solving, I will tell to the output field. I need also the shear force and bending moment diagram. Let's go to the force and select shear force and bending moment here. Click on OK. Then you have to go to the job and you have to click on the create job. You can make it as beam, beam, click on continue, click on OK. Then you can see beam has came here. Then click on the submit. So while submitting, if you have any errors, they will pop up the error. If there is no errors, it will directly go to the solving. So currently, Abaqus is solving the analysis. So now the status has been changed from submitted to running. Yeah, now it's completed. You can see the results. Right click here, go to the results. So you can see here, this is the initial step, like where the force is zero. There is no force acting here. If you click on the results, you can see here. So here you have to keep beam stress here. So now we will see the results in the here numerical. We are getting around 480 megapascal. Here we are getting around 470. It's 10 megapascals different. It's fine. Then we have to go to the displacement. We are getting the displacement is around 3.05, and here we are getting the same displacement 3.0. There might be the reason for varying the stress 5%, 3%. It's fine. It's a FEA result. It may not be accurate as numerical. It might be depends on the mesh size also. If you have the more like less mesh size, you might get the accurate result. But for 5 these results are fine. And deflection, we are getting the same. As I told you, I will show the shear force and bending moment diagrams. So this is the shear force. This is shear force and bending moment diagram. Shear force in the y direction. So you can see you might came across the shear force and bending moment diagrams before. So for the cantilever beam, if force is acting at the tip, the shear force would be the same throughout this section. And the bending moment diagram would be like this, like this. So we'll check the bending moment diagram here. I will show here. I have to switch this option to wireframe. See, as I told you, the shear force bending moment diagram and the shear force is like this. Okay. So, so this is how we can from my channel. You can see. We'll continue this Abaqus journey. We'll go to the more complex software from 1D to 2D, 2D to 3D. We'll increase the complexity. So timing, I will show the animation here. So you can see how the animation is, how the uh, how the animation looks like. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.